Welcome back to Jacked In. I am Jessica Samuels. I love it when people join me in studio. I sometimes feel a little isolated here, and I've got a few people in studio. And mark this date. It's the first date I've had country-esque on Jacked In. And joining me in studio right now, we have Kelly Brock, I have Cynthia, Leigh-Ann, and I have John Higgins. Thank you all for joining me.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Now, they are all performing tonight. We're going to get to that in a little bit. But first, Kelly, let's start with you. Country-esque. Does that describe your musical styling?
I like that. I'm gonna write that in my bio.
Okay.
Country-esque. Yeah. You know, I do all kinds of stuff. I mean, my CDs have been rootsy pop with a country, flavor to them. I do blues, R&B. I mean, I sing all kinds of stuff. But for marketing purposes, I essentially am a country artist. But I love to sing everything.
Right.
So.
And so who are your inspiration? Who do you look to?
I love Bonnie Raitt. Love Aretha Franklin. Stevie Wonder is a big influence. I like a lot of the oldies.
Yeah.
Patsy Cline.
Golden oldies. I mean,
the golden oldies.
I love it.
I love that. I love new stuff too. I like the girls that can sing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say who can't and who's, but I like, I'm inspired by people that actually use their talent. I love Lady Gaga. I think she's brilliant. Totally hooked on her right now. My 3-year-old listens to her all the time.
Oh,
and it's
man.
just like, Mommy, Lady Gaga. And I'm like, oh, and then and then it really, her stuff is so well written. I mean, she's
a machine. The whole entity of her. And,
brilliant.
And a movement.
And really cool. She's a cool chick. She's just a cool chick too. She's. I read somewhere the other day that she was in the airport and there was someone getting married in the airport and she walked in on their the photos that they were taking and had wedding photos taken with this. They're all over. I don't know. The rags, right? The
everywhere.
internet and this and that. And I thought, how cool! What a cool chick to go. Hey, I'd love to come in. And, and obviously
accessible.
they asked her, can you come in and have a picture with us, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she went, sure, yeah, why not, right?
Do it up.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
Madonna wouldn't do that.
No.
Britney Spears wouldn't do that.
Certainly not in the day.
Shania Twain or Taylor Swift certainly wouldn't do that.
What about Cynthia? What about yourself? Cynthia Leigh-Ann is the other artist in studio with me. Should we call it country-esque or country pop?
Yes, I'm more of a country pop sort of girl. I'm just getting into the country business and starting to find the ropes and see how everything works and sort of try to get to the places where Kelly Brock and John Higgins are, and I'm working my way trying to get up there. But yeah, I'm more country pop, and I like to write songs about my life and how my life's been and all the situations in my life. So
yeah. and inspirations out there. You mentioned the local people here, but other inspiration musical artists.
I'm gonna take it back to the 18-year-old's favorite. Let's go Taylor Swift and
nice.
Carrie Underwood. Oh yeah, those are some pretty H-core girls, yeah.
All right, and the male in the room.
Only one.
John Higgins, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Used to all the girls.
I think this is great because I say it's country-esque, but you've got on an AC/DC t-shirt, you've got the black leather, some styling cowboy boots. Okay,
Boots.
So how would you describe then your musical styling?
Well, I sing in a band with my two sisters, and we basically do whatever they want to do, whether it turns out as country or rock, or if we decide to do a spoken word record, it'll probably be all up to them. But I like to take it more towards the rock end of things, and I find that people these days don't listen to just one type of music. As you guys are all probably aware, people will have a little bit of this, a little bit of that, everything from Andrea Bocelli to Taylor Swift on their iPod. We keep talking about Taylor Swift. Anyway.
Poor Taylor.
This interview is sponsored by Taylor Swift
Incorporated. Yeah, but and that's kind of what we like the live show to reflect. I mean, the record as well. The record that we're coming out with a new record on June 8th. And it's got flavors of everything in there. It's got some roots. It's got some pop. It's got some country. It's got a lot of rock, a lot of heavy guitars as well. We got a bit more guitar heavy with this record. And I was kind of more a part of that. The girls do the vocals and the songwriting, and I'm more into the guitar end of things. But when you put it all together, it's the foundation really is based on the harmonies between me and my two sisters, and we all learned how to sing together. We all learned how to talk together. We can practically read each other's thoughts. So it's when we're on stage, you can't even script it sometimes. It just kind of happens. So it's harmony based with whatever you want to put underneath it.
Right. And is that too that you know, the duet that you guys did together, the More Than Words by Extreme, which was what was a rock ballad, I guess.
Oh,
Is that what
yeah.
you call? But and then yeah, more kind of sort of. But then it's got that nice country twang. So right there is evidence of kind of the marriage of all those genres together.
Totally.
Oh man, it was such a cool experience recording it, because I mean, singing with Kelly was a lot like singing with my sisters, because what you do is you listen to what their voice, not only what notes they're singing, but how their voice sounds and the texture, and you basically mold your own voice to craft something that will fit with the other voice.
Right. Exactly.
Sound match.
It is. It's like I'm some kind of a robot.
And Cynthia, I see, and these guys are just talking away, and you're just going back and forth. But I mean, you are you just trying to take in all this information? I mean, you've done quite a lot on your own right, but you're still at the time where you're just like taking in and trying to glean a lot of information.
Most definitely. The best thing any young artist can do is listen to people who have been in the industry for a long time. They know all the secrets. They know all the things that you need to do. So best thing to do is listen to people like Kelly and John, who are going to do what they can to help you and who are going to give you tips to get to where they are. So
Thank you, Cynthia. It's true though. I mean, the whole industry is it's a really, maybe more so in country than other genres, but we're very inclusive.
Yeah.
If Chad Kroger wants to go on stage with Keith Urban,
Yeah.
you know, it'll happen.
Yeah.
it's like a little family,
Yeah.
little country.
And I was going to ask that. I was going to ask, do you think it's any harder or easier to cut your teeth and get started in the country music biz than any other type of genre? What do you think? Cynthia, why don't you start?
I think for me, it's been a lot easier. I've tried doing pop and I've tried doing other stuff, but country just seems to be the one where I feel most home. I like being able to go out and go to country venues like the BCCMAs or the CCMAs and feel like I'm home, feel like I'm welcome in that area, and know that people are feeling the same thing I feel and all have the same likes and, well, maybe not likes and dislikes, but you know,
Yeah.
close enough. It's like a big happy family and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Would you agree? Is it
Yeah,
kind of your experiences as well?
Yeah, you know, I started out, my first couple of records were more, you know, folky pop with a rock edge, and I wasn't considered country. I wouldn't get played on CMT. Like, much more music picked up the video, and so, but I found it wasn't, I didn't really know where to turn to when I was in that genre of music, just in terms of people in the industry. I found it really tough to, you know, break through and get help. And so, you know, my last couple of records have been country, and it's primarily because it's just such a great community, you know. And for me, being involved in music is about the community and and making friends and you know, common interests and, you know, the church of country music. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's like,
Well, it
really,
is.
you know, you feel at home. It is a big family, and you know, there's a little bit of there in every business, in every industry. There's always some people that, you know, aren't as nice or as they could be, right? But for the most part, I'd say 95% of the people I've come across have been warm and have welcomed me with open arms and have been very gracious and friendly and down to earth and, you know, and helpful. So
What are we going to find tonight as we come down and watch you guys at the Rotary Center? So we're going to get a little bit of that. We're going to get country-esque. We're going to get country pop. We're going to get country rock, the whole gamut. Let's see. You also said Aretha Franklin and Stevie Wonder in there. So what can people expect to hear?
I'm doing a Marvin Gaye song tonight.
Oh, you're doing a Marvin Gaye
I'm doing Heard It
song.
Through the Grapevine and actually How Sweet It Is, which is, we do the James Taylor version, but
Yeah.
I think that's Marvin Gaye as well. So.
No, it's going to be a great variety. I mean, that's really what I think music. People expect that in their music these days. It's like, you know, all the different flavors mixed together.
Yeah. I like that idea. I like that concept. All right. Well, Kelly Brock, Cynthia Leigh-Ann, and John Higgins joining me in studio. You can listen to them tonight at the Rotary Center. Doors open at 7?
Yes.
Yes, they do. All right. Thank you for joining me, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.